Désiré-Joseph Mercier, 1851–1926, was not just a towering figure in Catholic philosophy and theology, he was also a moral leader and a source of inspiration during some of Europe's darkest days. As a Belgian cardinal and a defender of Neo-Scholasticism, his life was a testament to the harmonious blending of intellectual rigor, spiritual depth, and moral courage. Through his teachings, writings, and actions, Mercier left behind a legacy rich with life lessons that continue to resonate in our contemporary world. Let us explore the timeless wisdom he imparted. 1. The harmony of faith and reason. Mercier's intellectual career was rooted in the belief that faith and reason are not contradictory but complementary forces. He was a key proponent of Neo-Scholasticism, a philosophical movement that sought to renew interest in the works of St. Thomas Aquinas and demonstrate the compatibility of faith and reason. Mercier argued that reason, when guided by faith, can lead us to a deeper understanding of divine truths. At the same time, he emphasized that faith, when informed by reason, avoids superstition and irrationality. For Mercier, faith provided the moral compass and ultimate truths that reason alone could not reach. Reason, in turn, ensured that faith was rooted in reality and open to intellectual growth. This synergy allowed individuals to explore profound questions about existence, morality, and purpose with both intellectual rigor and spiritual depth. Life lesson: embrace both your spiritual beliefs and intellectual curiosity. Allow them to inform and refine one another. In a world that often forces us to choose between spirituality and science, Mercier's approach encourages a synthesis that leads to deeper understanding and personal growth. Practical application. Engage in intellectual pursuits that challenge and deepen your beliefs. Approach spiritual matters with a questioning mind, seeking to understand rather than blindly accept. Seek out literature or discussions that bridge the gap between science and spirituality, fostering a holistic worldview. 2. Moral courage in times of adversity. During World War I, Mercier's leadership shone brightly. Belgium was under German occupation, and the country was in turmoil. Mercier's pastoral letter, Patriotism and Endurance, became a rallying cry for Belgian resistance. He openly criticized the occupiers, defended the rights of his people, and encouraged them to hold on to their dignity and freedom, despite the risks to his own safety. Mercier's actions were not without consequence. He faced intimidation and threats from the German authorities, yet he remained steadfast. His courage inspired millions, showing that moral strength could defy even the most oppressive forces. Mercier demonstrated that true leadership involves not only guiding others but also standing as a living example of the values one espouses. Life lesson: stand firm in your principles, even when the stakes are high. Moral courage is not the absence of fear but the willingness to act righteously in the face of fear. Practical application. Identify your core values and ensure that your decisions align with them. Speak out against injustice, even when it feels uncomfortable or dangerous. Find strength in your beliefs and let them guide you through challenging times. 3. The transformative power of education. As the founder of the Higher Institute of Philosophy at the Catholic University of Louvain, Mercier placed a strong emphasis on education as a means of personal and societal transformation. He believed that knowledge was not merely an end but a means to serve humanity and glorify God. His institute became a hub for intellectual development, attracting scholars from around the world and fostering a culture of rigorous academic inquiry. Mercier's vision for education extended beyond the acquisition of facts. He saw education as a way to cultivate critical thinking, ethical awareness, and a sense of responsibility. By equipping individuals with these tools, He believed they could contribute meaningfully to society and lead lives of purpose and integrity. Life lesson: education is not just about acquiring knowledge but about cultivating wisdom and using it for the greater good. Lifelong learning is a path to self-improvement and meaningful contribution to society. Practical application: commit to lifelong learning, whether through formal education, reading, or self-study. Share your knowledge with others to inspire and uplift them. Focus on learning not just for personal gain but for the benefit of your community and the world. 4. Unity through dialogue. Mercier was a pioneer in ecumenism, the movement aimed at fostering unity among Christian denominations. He sought common ground with the Anglican Church and encouraged dialogue as a way to overcome divisions. He understood that unity did not mean uniformity but mutual respect and understanding. Mercier's efforts in promoting dialogue were grounded in his belief that all people, regardless of their faith traditions, share a common humanity. By engaging in respectful conversations and focusing on shared values, he aimed to build bridges rather than walls. His work laid the foundation for modern ecumenical movements and demonstrated the transformative potential of dialogue. Life lesson: differences need not divide us. Open-minded dialogue and mutual respect can bridge gaps and foster unity, even among those who hold different beliefs or values. Practical application: approach disagreements with an open mind, seeking to understand the other person's perspective. Look for common ground in conversations, especially on contentious issues. Promote inclusivity in your personal and professional life, valuing diverse viewpoints and experiences. 5. Service over self. Mercier's life was a testament to selflessness. As a priest, bishop, and cardinal, he dedicated himself to serving others, spiritually, intellectually, and socially. His leadership during the war, his efforts to promote education, and his commitment to ecumenism all stemmed from a deep sense of responsibility toward humanity. For Mercier, service was not a duty but a calling. He believed that true fulfillment came from putting the needs of others above one's own and working tirelessly for the common good. This attitude of selflessness inspired countless individuals and continues to serve as a model for leadership and compassion. Life lesson: true fulfillment comes from serving others. By focusing on the needs of those around us, we not only improve their lives but also enrich our own. Practical application: volunteer your time and skills to causes that matter to you. Practice kindness and generosity in your daily interactions. View your career and personal goals through the lens of how they can positively impact others. 6. The power of hope and resilience. Mercier's leadership during World War I was characterized by his unwavering hope and resilience. Despite the devastation around him, he remained a beacon of strength for his people, inspiring them to endure and rebuild. His ability to find hope in the darkest times was a testament to his faith and inner strength. Mercier's resilience was rooted in his belief that challenges, no matter how daunting, could be overcome with perseverance and faith. He encouraged his followers to focus on the future, to rebuild their lives and communities, and to never lose sight of the possibility of a better tomorrow. Life lesson: hope is a powerful force that can sustain us through adversity. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges but about rising above them with grace and determination. Practical application: cultivate hope by focusing on the positives, even in difficult situations. Build resilience by developing healthy coping mechanisms and seeking support when needed. Inspire others by sharing stories of hope and perseverance. 7. Balancing tradition and innovation. Mercier's commitment to Neo-Scholasticism showcased his respect for tradition, but his innovative approaches to education and ecumenism demonstrated his forward-thinking mindset. He believed in preserving the wisdom of the past while adapting it to meet contemporary challenges. This balance allowed Mercier to remain grounded in timeless principles while remaining relevant in a rapidly changing world. He showed that honoring tradition does not mean resisting change but rather using it as a foundation for innovation. Life lesson: respect for tradition and openness to innovation are not mutually exclusive. Balancing the two allows us to stay grounded while moving forward. Practical application: learn from history and use its lessons to inform your decisions. Stay open to new ideas and approaches, even if they challenge conventional wisdom. Blend time-tested principles with innovative practices in your personal and professional life. 8. Spiritual depth and practical action. For Mercier, spirituality was not an abstract concept but a lived reality. His deep faith informed his actions, from his intellectual pursuits to his social leadership. He believed that spirituality should inspire practical action and that faith without works is incomplete. Mercier's life was a testament to this principle. Whether through his efforts to promote education, his leadership during the war, or his ecumenical initiatives, he consistently translated his spiritual beliefs into tangible actions that benefited others. Life lesson: spirituality is most meaningful when it translates into actions that benefit others. Let your beliefs guide your choices and inspire you to make a difference in the world. Practical application: reflect on how your spiritual beliefs can inform your daily actions. Use your faith or personal values as a source of strength and guidance in decision-making. Engage in practices that nurture both your inner life and your outward contributions. 9. The importance of community. Mercier's leadership emphasized the importance of community, whether in resisting occupation, fostering education, or promoting unity among Christians. He understood that individual efforts are magnified when they are part of a collective endeavor. Mercier saw community not just as a group of people but as a source of strength, solidarity, and shared purpose. He encouraged collaboration and mutual support, believing that collective action was essential for overcoming challenges and achieving meaningful progress. Life lesson: community is essential for personal growth and societal progress. Collaboration and solidarity enable us to achieve far more than we could alone. Practical application: actively participate in your community, whether it's through local events, volunteer work, or group initiatives. Build relationships based on trust and mutual support. Celebrate collective achievements and recognize the contributions of others. 10. Living a purposeful life. Mercier's life was a shining example of purposeful living. Every aspect of his work, his intellectual pursuits, his spiritual leadership, and his social contributions, was guided by a clear sense of purpose. He lived not for personal gain but to fulfill a higher calling. For Mercier, purpose was not just about achieving goals but about aligning one's actions with a greater meaning. He believed that a purposeful life was one that contributed to the well-being of others and honored the values of truth, justice, and compassion. Life lesson: a life lived with purpose is a life well lived. Identify what gives your life meaning and pursue it with passion and dedication. Practical application: reflect on your passions, values, and talents to identify your purpose. Set goals that align with your sense of purpose and work toward them consistently. Find ways to integrate your purpose into both your personal and professional life. Conclusion: Désiré-Joseph Mercier's life offers a rich tapestry of lessons that remain profoundly relevant. From harmonizing faith and reason to standing firm in adversity, from valuing education to promoting unity, his wisdom transcends time and place. In a world often marked by division, confusion, and despair, Mercier's legacy reminds us of the enduring power of courage, hope, and service. As we reflect on these lessons, let us strive to incorporate them into our own lives. By doing so, we not only honor Mercier's memory but also contribute to a more compassionate, understanding, and resilient world.